What's going on, COPI fam? Y'all get on in here and let me know what is going on. We got a couple of things to go over today. We're going to be going over the new in-game asset sale that's going to be going on October 23rd. You just watched one of my commercials on that. And then we're going to break down what I kind of think that the COPI token is going to be doing based on the sales and upcoming sales and just the growth of this game in the coming future on the investment side. Not as much on the game side, but we're going to go with the game side first because I'm a gamer. I play the game and I am really excited about the sale that's coming up. Can't wait for the F9R. Can't wait to be able to fly around in my jetpack. I'm a ZeroG guy. I'm going to be somebody that doesn't really like those rando Junkerjet things and stuff like that from the Terra people. If you don't know, the Terra people are the people that are on Earth. But we'll break into some of that in a few minutes. Y'all let me know. All the mic, all the sounds, everything going good right now. So I hope so. So the first thing that we're going to get into is the marketplace. So let's get over to that. 1 second here. And wow, look at me now. So currently, this is a chart of COPI versus Tether on the 4-hour chart. So I just wanted to show just a little bit of the excitement from the token that's gone on in this little bit of time frame that we have here. Basically since the beginning of October, where the sale was listed, we've gone up about 20%. So that's pretty good in my book, I think. So that's one of those things there. Now, the marketplace. This is the new marketplace. It's on the Cornucopias website. So this is the Quantum Jack. This is actually the free item that you can come get. Just make sure you have your player account and just enough to be able to cover the USDC on base or the ADA on Cardano. And you can get one of these. There's 20,000 of them. So let's go over here. This is the ZeroG. This is the jetpack that I was talking about. Definitely can't wait for this one. This is one of the ones I'm definitely got my eye on and wanting to get one of. Y'all let me know which one of the items that is coming up in the upcoming sale that y'all are looking like y'all want to get the most. These are the Corn Cuties backpacks. These are also going to be on sale on October 23rd on the link that I shared earlier. It's also in the posted or pinned at the top of the chat in the chat right now. This is the purple one, the Grizzly Pack. Let's see what else they got here. This is going to be the Burger Barn Deluxe hat. So it's going to be the hat here for the Burger Barn. That is one of the food places that's in Cornucopias. Here is the Cargo. This is a outfitter here. Cargo Outfitters is a manufacturer of backpacks, it seems. It is a cargo backpack. This is actually one of the larger backpacks, so you can fit more items in your backpack. That's also going to be very needed when you're trying to travel around or gather or other things like that. And then this is the F9R. This is the first S-Class vehicle that will be for sale. At the same time, there will be a bubble jet that's for sale. We haven't seen very many pictures or any good high qualities. I've found some that were kind of on some things that we saw, but when you blow them up, they don't really look good. So it's not really good to show those for the vast majority of people. We shared them in the Discord when I first saw them. To all the the people that are in there. By the way, go ahead, join the Discord. If you don't know what Discord is, it's just one of those social media platforms that allows us to be able to read things on the blockchain as well. At the same time, give roles, other things like that. So you definitely want to do that to be able to get into and get more conversation with the cornucopias, the people that are involved there. So you want to make sure that you do that. And let's see. So those are the things that are for sale on here. This is what the website looks like. It'll bring you to this when you want to on October 23rd, and you can come do the sale. These won't be coming soon anymore. One of the biggest changes that they did on this sale is that certain items have a given rarity. There is no longer different rarities like NFTs normally do. These, you have to remember that we're becoming more in-game assets and less NFTs, even though all the in-game assets are NFTs. You have to kind of move away from those topics and wordings and things like that for the coming of this project to the mainstream of people. So uncommon is a Rando's Junkerjet. Common for the Quantum Jack hat. Obviously, there's 20,000 of these, so that would be common. But just because it's free doesn't mean that it's not an NFT, and does not mean that they're going to make more of them in the future. It will be the first giveaway NFT wearable helmet type thing that is given away during a season in Cornucopias. So there is a potential for those things to, there's a potential for those to have a value in the future. It could be, could not be, but that's kind of one of the things that you can kind of go with, other than just coming over and getting one of those because you want to be involved with the first marketplace sale on their new marketplace. We'll go over a couple of other things that they kind of talk about, but I don't really know how much they really tell the details. I'm going to go over on a couple of things on the monetary value side. So back over here. Go again. So as you can see, these are we kind of went over that. So one of the big things with the variant here that I was talking about is the race vehicle, the F9R, the S-Class vehicle that is going to be 5 different variants, just like all of the other vehicles that we have already had. Um, so definitely want to go on that one. And another thing that I want to make sure that everybody understands is this sale, you have to have a player account. This sale is on their marketplace. So you need to go and get a player account with Cornucopias on their website if you haven't already. I would definitely do that just to get the free NFT that is there. The reason why they're doing that is because they want to test their marketplace and see how does it cross all the different platforms and different blockchains that is going to be on Base and on Cardano. So all of these NFTs are going to be that way. And let's go to over. Um, all right. So I think I talked enough a little bit about the different sales here. I just talked about the F9R, so I'd like for y'all to take a second and watch this. So let me see what I can do about my sound. Sorry, I didn't check my mic as well as I maybe should have before I got in here. And, maybe I can see if my mic is picking me up. How are we doing now? See if you can give me an update on that. I'll keep on moving though. See if I can't. Maybe it's because I'm talking too loud or something. I don't know. So let's move on to the part that I really want to talk about. So this is where I go into the fact that I really and truly see I like Cornucopias, so I'm kind of biased. So I kind of think that a lot of people are going to come play this game, and it is going to make a big difference in the way that games and video games are played. All of your skins, all of the things that you get in game, they're all going to be assets. All the assets are going to be purchasable on their own marketplace. So they're making their own marketplace that people are going to be able to interact and everything without really understanding that they're interacting with the blockchain. So one second here, let's dive a little further into this real quick. So this is part of the COPI wiki. This is on their business model. So what they're trying to do is they want mainstream gamers who may not already possess a Web3 wallet. The platform will be able to be an accessible and seamless entry. During the onboarding process, they'll automatically generate a wallet that will be created for future use, and they will be enabling through straightforward use of the fiat currency to purchase the COPI through the third-party app. So they're going to be able to take their credit card and take their fiat, and it's going to eventually turn the fiat into COPI, which is a buying mechanism. COPI token then goes up. Then it will go through their process, which a portion of that goes to the reward system and so on. We'll get into that as well. Let me not get ahead of myself here. So, also, what we're talking about is that the players can earn the COPI and in-game currency by reaching achievements in the game, i.e., play to earn. And then the COPI is utilized for all the transactions in the game, including distributing rewards. Right now, they are still using USDC and ADA on those two blockchains for sales. And eventually, once the liquidity gets high enough, they won't use those anymore. And all of their sales will eventually all be done in COPI token. I think that's quite bullish for the token myself. See, their own in-house marketplace. There'll be a comprehensive hub for auctions, direct purchases, fixed price sales, and so on. All of the transactions in game will within the marketplace will be exclusively conducted in COPI. This is written as a absolute, like it already is happening. This is what they are going to have in the future. Some of them will be done in COPI. We'll go over that in a minute as well. Then another one of the big things that I don't think people really understand is when you run around and you play in cornucopias, there's a bunch of billboards. And on those billboards, they all are going to be able to be purchased as advertisement from companies, other blockchains, and other things like that that want to target the audience of the player of cornucopias. And those are one going to be paid for in a fiat or a type of currency there, but they're also going to provide a discount for those people to pay in COPI. So there might be people buying COPI to buy the ad space that's inside cornucopias. That starts to become mind-blowing on how far that this really can go, and how I like on the token side of that. Tell me if y'all are with me here. Tell me if y'all are understanding where I'm going, or if I'm just kind of off in left field. So here is the token economy that's on the COPI wiki as well. So the payments can be made directly by the user through a third-party app like MoonPay to accommodate fiat users. So they've already said this twice. I just haven't really done a deep dive in the COPI wiki. I know some people like Jupiter or whatnot might be able to tell me all of this in his sleep and is wondering why I'm even talking about it now, but I don't really know how many people have really looked at the COPI wiki in depth. Maybe when they're trying to look at specific things or whatnot, but I'm here and I'm showing you. So COPI utility is going to be what they use, the currency of the game. It's not going to be the in-game currency. There is going to be a difference in the in-game currency and the COPI token, But in-game currency can buy COPI token. COPI token can buy in-game currency. So there is still that flow and ability to truly earn an income by playing the game and other things like that in the future. You will also be able to use the COPI to buy outfits, tools, weapons, vehicles, properties, and so on. And one of the other things that I thought was really cool that they talked about was the governance part. So in the future, we're going to be able to have a say on what they do as the game plays, the features, future development, where they go in the game. We're going to actually have a say so on how they build the game once it gets past their pre-alpha into alpha and other things like that. So I really like that. That's pretty cool. That gives everybody that has skin in the game the ability to have their own say and whatnot. I talk in here, again, advertising in the Cornucopias Game Ad Network, and whatnot. There's a lot of other things that are in here. I see that they have staking for discounts that are potentially coming up. I'm pretty sure that'll be all when they have the staking of the COPI token inside of their own marketplace, and then you'll be able to have discounts. These are all illustrative here, so don't take them for the amount that you should grab or whatnot. But if you have a certain amount of tokens, eventually that you have staked, they will actually provide you a discount on marketplace items. I thought that was pretty cool myself. Sorry, gotta stay hydrated. This is where the interesting part starts. So it's their buyback and their liquidity provision that they're going to use part of the sale, the money that they're going to make on all of their sales, ad, NFTs, all of the things that are going to be a revenue source for the game. 10% of it all goes to buybacks and liquidity provisions. So part of it is going to buy the token. The other part is going to be able to provide the liquidity to the dexes and other deals there, whether that be on base, whether it be on Cardano, whether that be on ETH or BNB. Those are the four different chains that the Cornucopias token is on. It has been a multi-chain project since essentially the inception. So 10%, like I was saying, they try to go into it, break it down, make it sense. Essentially 10% allocated for buybacks. If you understand what buybacks and zapping and liquidity provisions are, that's not what I'm going to on in this video. If you'd like that, let me know and we'll make some more videos about that in the future. I don't think I had anything else. This is where the ecosystem gets really interesting. So, this is part of their GitHub. This is their entire Cornucopias ecosystem spread out here. So, here is the user. The user mints Cornucopias NFTs, purchases game assets, purchase when in-game currency with COPI, and so on, buys nodes or whatnot. Okay, this is what the user does. The user also buys potentially in-game advertising, builds, hosts rewards, earns in-game currency, and so forth. That all helps provide buyback and liquidity to the COPI USDC or whatnot. That then goes to liquidity tokens, and that goes down here. So you can use your liquidity pools to have your tokens, you stake them to earn a yield, and you also have a governance stake as well. If you have the token, you can provide liquidity, you can stake the COPI token here, you can have in-game discounts here. So this kind of shows you how their flywheel of their Cornucopias token and in-game everything is going to go. This also shows you the NFT for the operators for the nodes. There's a yield there. You have you have COPI token. Then you can supply that to a pool to provide liquidity to get an LP token and so forth and so on. So you kind of see how they were going, how they created the flywheel there. And then this is the buyback. This kind of gives a view of what they're talking about with the buyback. Here's the revenue streams from outfits, tools, weapons, NFT royalties, their nodes, in-game advertising, and so forth. Goes to COPI and the currency, it goes to their Cornucopias treasury, and so forth, and it gets turned into other things. I've never seen this until I was getting ready to do this video, so I just wanted to show you all that. This is inside of the COPI wiki. It was on the token page here, and if you go to the COPI wiki, there is the link to the bigger image to where you can then zoom in and see all kinds of awesome things on it if you want to see that. So that's a little bit about that. Now let's bring this into the picture. All right, guys. So 1 second. I need to move myself. Let's see. Not that one. Let's do this one. There we go. Now I'm in the top corner, so I'm out of the way of the rest of this. Can y'all see all of that all right? Do I need to make it even bigger? Let's see. Let's make it even bigger. Bigger, she said, bigger. All right, so I did a Excel spreadsheet on the sell that is going on. These are all of the 17 items that are going to be being sold, the currencies that they're going to be sold in, the value, because they actually have each one of the in-game assets set to a certain USD value. And they have a set supply, so we can know what their USD value is going to be. We may not know how much ADA or USDC they're going to bring in, but as long as the entire sell is sold out, that's what this is showing. I know that they have talked and said that, you know, this is going to be a sale and things are going to come and go and all the rest of that. I really don't see that happening unless they literally only allow us to buy one each, which I don't think that's how that's going to work. I do believe there's going to be a tier that allows everybody to mint one on their one tier there, and then on tier 2 is an open public mint, and at that point I really don't see these staying around very long. Especially the Juggernaut. There's only 760 of them. They are the most expensive item, but it is probably the most useful and involved piece for the entire game, and I can talk a little bit about that in a little bit. But essentially what I've done here is if they sell out everything at the USD value, the total revenue for this sell will be somewhere around $1.6 million. Now, they don't get all of that. Portions of that can go to affiliate links like myself. So, you know, I'd like for y'all to use my affiliate link. It's the QR code that's been in the 2 different videos I've shown you. I'll show you them again also before we get off here again. And it's also the link that is pinned to the top in the chat. So, like I was saying there, then I have this turn to figure out the items even in the COPI token. So, with the value that I had this set at, that COPI USD was at 0.227. This was going to take about 12 million COPI tokens out of circulation, kind of. So they're going to come out of circulation. They're going to go through things, portion of them, 10% I do believe goes to the reward system. And then the other portion goes towards the buyback. And then a portion of that goes for the affiliate links and so forth. But the sale is going to cause a demand and a flow for the Cornucopias token across dexes and the centralized exchanges. And I do believe I kind of showed that a little bit earlier, but we'll go back over that as well. So like we were talking about earlier here, it's 1.6 million. We took out the USD value in COPI, which is around 275 million. And that leaves you right at 1.4, give or take. So it's right about $275,000 that's going to go to buybacks and liquidities. That's a good amount of money to add to the liquidities across all of the dexes and different chains. It shouldn't be too much to affect any one chain, which is what you'd want to do, but you deepen the liquidity pool so that people can buy more without causing so much of a slippage. Then you have the potential for the affiliate links. Obviously, when you do a budget type of thing, you want to do the max. So this is if everything is sold through an affiliate link, it will cost COPI $275,000 in affiliate link payments. Do I think that's going to happen? No, but that's just kind of how you do this. So that also leaves Cornucopias with around $835,000 for development, or paying past bills or other things like that. You have to look at what we're doing here as funding to continue to build the awesome game that we and the people that can play it now, which everybody can play it now. But what we see is the future of this game. We're helping funding the building of it. So I don't know exactly what this funding is for. That's something that I might ask as a question for the next COPI cafe to see if this money is already allocated for. And if it is, what they have them allocated for. Is this to pay their couple of different people they have on? Is this to finish out Fortune? Is this to give them, funding for the next quarter? Does this funding only last, 2 weeks? What, that would be kind of a nice thing to kind of see how they're doing on their funding side. And whatnot. I don't think they're doing bad. They are definitely growing and expanding. But you definitely want to make sure that they're still doing well and other things like that. I have no doubt that they are, and I'd really like to see what their plan is on their season. So their season's going to be 30 days, a quarter. Are they going to do type of sales like this? For many of them, obviously, we're not going to have these type of vehicles as much. We might, but I don't really think so. But just if you think about it, they are going to have these different things in here as backpacks. There's a single backpack. They're going to make $60,000 on a backpack. There's a jetpack. They're going to make $60,000 on a jetpack. There's the Rando's Junkerjet. They're going to make $162,000 on that one. That's only because there's so many of them. But also, at the same time, as soon as these all sell out, they're all NFTs and they're all going to have a royalty. So as we trade all of these items, they're all still going to be earning royalties off of all the things and helping fund that as well. So this just started making my mind go on the token and where we're at on the token. Let's look at the COPI price. So this is using tap tools. We're on a 4-hour chart. Let's back it out to a 12-hour chart. We are been in a downtrend. Okay, so this is when it got on ETH and it went crazy. And there was arbitrage between ETH and Cardano and other things like that. And then they started the stake pool, which is producing tokens that is causing an inflative type of deal, but that is another way for them to earn funds to keep building the game. It has inflated the currency, but the tokens do have to get out. But what do you notice right here? What do you notice here? If I could grab the tool, right? What do you notice right here? This is an up motion is what I see. So when you zoom in on this motion here, like I started the video with, we had a 20% up. I don't know what it was on Cardano. Let's see what it was on Cardano. It was a 20% up. So the token on Cardano being paired with ADA or being paired with ETH, wrapped ETH, or whatever it is, it seems to be following the same price on all the chains, which is obviously good. You want that. So this is a little bit about the token and where it's going. Now, the last part of my video that I wanted to show y'all is all of the ways that you can currently earn COPI token. There are a few, so give me a second. I'm going to get me a little bit of water here. How's it going out there? I've been talking for 33 minutes already. Dry mouth. Alrighty. So, different ways that you can earn. So, you can come over and get a file node access key. They're 825. I know they're on base 2. What's this say? This says A to Ace. So I'm sorry. I'm not a maxi per se because I do use Bitcoin to get to the Cardano and all the rest of that. But I'm not on base. I might eventually, but still currently this is A to Ace and I like Cardano. So I look at things on Cardano. If you don't like that, shoot me. So these are running the file download for the game. So these are going to be where people come into the game and download the game into their system. And instead of using Amazon Web Services for their servers, they created this NFT that is a license access for you to be able to run the downloads for the games. And for doing so, you earn COPI token. Like this. So let me show you where it is at. Manage nodes. Here we go. So here is mine. I currently have one node. I have one node. You have to have 3,000 COPI per node locked. So there's 3,000 COPI here. And then let's show you the rewards. It will actually show you a reward every day. Every day it's giving us a reward and it's paying out token. Currently, right this second, we cannot collect them yet, but they have built this to where you can come to your website, logged into your account, and you can even choose which chain you want your rewards sent to. So if I do eventually get to a point where I'm on base chain and there's something that I can do to earn more yield or other things like that on base chain, I can collect my reward that I have here on base chain and I don't have to even transition it or bridge it back and forth like that. Right now, I have 1,075 COPI I have earned since the beginning when we first logged them in. I think that was maybe 2 months ago or so. Let's see. That was the first date it was on was August 1st. So that's a couple of months. So, but that's also only one. But hey, that's still 1,075 COPI. Right now, that's pennies or dollars. Actually, it's almost $1 or whatever kind of deal. But if it comes and the bull market comes and this game takes off and you see gaming tokens go to 50 cents, $1, $2, or other things like that, that's a good amount of money in a couple months. And that's only one. This is only one thing. So that's nodes. That's providing a service. They're paying you for a service, a thing like that. So I just showed you all of this without actually even showing you the screen. That's good. Share my screen. How about that? Let me show you again. 175 COPI token. As you can see, like I was showing you, they give a reward every day. It does change based on how many nodes are out there collecting rewards. The rewards are set for the first year. Then it will go into a rewards based on how much it's used and other sources like that because of the rewards matrix throughout the entire game that I already talked about. And like I was saying, it goes back to August 1st. There's my screen. I need to make it to where I can see y'all's chat. It's on my third screen that's all the way with I had to turn my whole head sideways to see the chat. Maybe I can update that somehow. in the future. So I don't know, maybe I didn't show you this yet either. So you go to the manage node section. Maybe it goes, there it goes. I don't know if I showed you this before, but I have one file node. I have the 3000 COPI that is attached to it to be able to use the node. That is only up until 5 nodes, and then you don't need 3000 per node once you get to 5 nodes. So another way that you will be able to earn is by owning land and working your land, playing the game, doing the items, doing the things that are needed for the economy, for the game to progress. So that is one way. Since the first build came out with you being able to see Solace, the prices have come down probably 30%. We were up to 210 to 215 for these. These were 130 or so before Rare Evo. I want to say something like that. And let's see, what is our best deal of the day? I think our best deal of the day is going to be a medium unless somebody came and snagged it. There's a 249 medium, 239. There was one yesterday. If I had the money in the right wallet, I would have grabbed it. There it is, 216. I think this is the deal of the day here. A medium common for 216. Go grab it before I do. If it's still there when I get off my stream, I might move some funds around and go get it. So that's another way that you can earn COPI. Here is another way. You can go over to Wi-Fi or the other staking platforms that are on Base and other things like that. And right now you can stake for 3.8% APR. It's not much, but I've put 13,000 here since a certain time. I don't remember exactly when, and I've earned 47. It's something. So that's another way you can earn COPI. But we're not done. So on Cardano, we have stake pool. Stake pool operators. Cornucopias is a stake pool operator. They are running a pool, and the rewards margin is 99.9%, which is the most that it can be. And they're taking all of the rewards for that to provide back COPI token to you. And so they're providing COPI token to you at 125% the value of the Cardano that they took instead. So you're earning COPI token there for staking your Cardano, your ADA tokens in their stake pool. One, that helps the blockchain of Cardano. 2, that helps them because that's another funding mechanism. And 3, it helps you because you're getting COPI token for essentially free. You're trading something, so it is not free. But I look at it as free. I have my ADA that is locked in my CDP for Indy as my COPI stake pool. So I have the Indy in there. I'm using all the rest of that, but I still be able to use the Cardano value that is in the wallet since it stays in my wallet. So I'm still being able to earn from the stake pool at the same time as using the value over in the Indigo protocol, which is cool. Another Cardano thing, but not about this. So we'll move back on. This one. Then what you do from here, once you have done this every 5 days, that's an epic. They pay out the COPI token rewards on drip drops. You come over to drip drops, you put in your wallet, you check your drops, you come and look, and I have 20 COPI that I have available for the last epic. There is a certain amount of time frame that it will stay. I think it's like every 7 epics you have to claim or it goes away. So you do want to make sure if you do this, I claim it once a month, which is every 5 epics. So you make sure you get it before your 7th epic and you lose rewards. Those are a lot of the ways that we have to earn tokens in Cornucopias. You can earn from staking. You can earn from providing your ADA for their stake pool. You can earn from owning the lands. They provided staking for the lands and provided rewards that way. You also can provide liquidity in any of the dexes on Cardano, and then you don't make sure you don't put the LP tokens into like a farm, because then you don't have the LP tokens in your wallet. You're actually locking your LP tokens in the DEX. Unless you're on Wi-Fi, you might be able to do it on Wi-Fi. I'm not quite sure, but they have an extra bonus that they provide you more COPI tokens for providing liquidity that's not locked into a farm mechanism. That also is collected through Trip Drops as well. I just recently moved my 500 ADA worth of COPI token farm in away from the farm, and just left it in liquidity. So I'll be able to see what that can kind of do. I made 20 this epic. I'll see what I come back with next epic. Maybe it's 20 for the other one. It's not actually all the same because there's a lot of variables or whatnot. But those are some of the things that I'd like to make sure everybody understands about this upcoming sale. You want to make sure that you're going to get over here and you're going to find these items. Get over here on October 23rd and make sure that you use my link. Let's watch another video, guys. All right, guys. I think that's about it. Unless y'all have any questions, y'all want to ask me anything down there. Y'all have anything you want me to look at in the comments? Anything else? Have any questions? Let me know. I've been going for about 45 minutes right now. I do still have a few other things I probably should do with my day. This has been sticking with me for a little bit. So haven't done a video since I worked on the stream. No, the Week of Leaks series. That took a lot out of me. It took a long time to do that. So if you haven't seen it, go over there. There's 11 episodes. If you didn't watch the 11th episode, it's all the outtakes of me being really stupid. So it was really funny. I would definitely watch that one if you don't watch any of the other ones. So there's that. I guess if there are no questions, I will catch y'all on the next one. And I really hope that y'all got something out of today's stream. And is that it, guys? Nothing? Well, if that's it, peace, guys. Y'all have fun, COPI fam.
of the Mafia.
Could be
I
wrong.
like that users can use a credit card to buy an access pass. Will we see credit cards used for buying NFTs too? I would really prefer saving my crypto and spending fiat just like on book.io.
Yeah, well, I mean, like we've just gone through before, in developing that access pass, that now gives us a whole flow of people being able to use credit cards and buy directly assets within the game. And then in the future, what we're working on is you'll be able to buy assets with the credit card or with COPI. Now, if you buy with the credit card, what will happen in the background? Either we'll buy off of DEX or
Excuse me, what?
Will be converted in the background to COPI. COPI that's already existing in the ecosystem in the crypto world, and it'll be that COPI that ends up buying those assets. But so that's not what's happening at the moment.